So now that we made that enormous discovery that at one point, or the majority of the story, I should say, he is a wolf, and that when he disappears, he's turning into a person, I think we can start to make a conclusion here. And the conclusion is that he's not a monster, that he's human. And that the reason that the narrator thinks he's a monster is because the narrator is a wolf. And what is the wolf's natural enemy? The hunter, the person. And if we look at this last page, here we can see the clues that I am right. It said he had turned into the hateful one. He's tried to show them, it seems like on this page, that there was nothing to fear, but that it said the man thing looked around. It had no gun like the ones from the man places do. So it seems like the narrator assumes that all humans have guns. Because from the wolf, the narrator's perspective, that's what humans are, but it certainly is not what her husband is. If we put all of this information together, it would seem like this is a reverse werewolf story. It's the story of a narrator who's a wolf who falls in love with a man who's a werewolf, and he leaves when he becomes human as not to scare her. So now I think back to the questions that I gave. How did the author play with our lens to make this story have a twist? This author was able to say, I bet that every person who reads this story is going to come in thinking, hey, this is going to be a story about humans. Because that's our lens. That's how we see the world. But she played with that. And she said, hey, this is going to be from a completely different perspective where the human is actually the enemy and the wolf is the friend. Now, if you feel so inclined, you can go back to your questions and you can unsubmit them and you can resubmit them for a better feedback, more understanding. Great job, everybody.